all these sets is like what you said earlier. Sometimes people just overcomplicate the recovery. Like you're so involved within the mix that there is counterplay. Like you said earlier with like the pillar, just kind of knocked it away, keeping on hot and going on. Wisp has been playing fantastic. We saw like at the beginning, I lost a little hope against Solar Beam because I was like, Solar Beam is kind of being able to kind of put the hurt on, and then holy was able to kind of turn around on a dime. The Clairen, the last surviving Clairen in the top 8 due to an unfortunate SD. So fist bumps are exchanged. Ho Dojo will be the stage selected. Thoughts on the stage being picked as the first?
With DSR in effect, this stage does help getting out of the way early. I know for typically how Fleet likes to operate, you like to go to smaller stages in general to control more space and to easily edge guard more players. So Ho Dojo does enough. But if you're banning here as Clairen, you're so happy.
To get so much with it. And we've seen how comfortable Wisp can be on this stage, but look at that precision by BBatts. Sinks an arrow directly into the skull of poor Clairen, and now Clairen has an opportunity to kind of go for a sequence. A lot of tippers are letting the flashes of plasma flying into the air. Float gets called out and calls out the tech option as well with the down strong. But look at that little tornado, giving BBatts a little more time to kind of get out there. I love the little floats, but the dashing from Wisp taking a page out of Lunar's book and gets the strong tipper to clean it up. Only taking 13.
All of that empty movement from both sides and then blowing it up with a spot dodge read. Clean stuff from the side of Wisp. Goes for another jump in, and there's another spot dodge. We're conditioning spot dodge pretty early right now when it comes to Wisp looking for grabs. BBatts is not going to let him have it. Oh, not going to let him have that edge guard, though. The down air whisking right by it.
Good. Good recovery, and if that down air was just delayed a little bit, it could have been something real nasty, but Wisp trying to find someone to get in. The no fun zone finally activates, and at a crucial moment, too. 2 arrows on BBatts' name, and now the dash dancing, trying to force out an option. Finally out of the zone and back in, but the call out with the direct aerial send him flying over. It's a cross country at this point. The float to pressure it on. Down air is being threatened, but forced to get out, but incorrect positioning.
Again, Fleet doesn't have a strong that covers both sides of her. Like technically the inner hitbox of up strong, but not something that would reliably punish Clairen and the amount of drift she gets on that second hit of upbeat. So, oh, another plasma field goes up. Huge, it shuts down all of Fleet's arrow moves, and the run-up parry is not going to set up for anything. Yet we call out the dash back, and that down throw into up air conversion at 150, guaranteed stock. BBatts with a chance to take out game number 1 has looked so good for most of this game as well. Wisp not far behind, but in so much control and with so much threat BBatts consistently applies. It's hard to get around just how much the potential to be edge guarded matters. Yet we're hitballing that fair one, and we're getting right back into this game. 37% isn't nothing. Okay, well, we may be getting a lot more than that here, Wolf.
Yeah, but what an insane timer. The taking down, I was real nervous, and the Ledgehog, great stuff, great patience, great parry. Oh my goodness, the defense, and now they switch places. So back onto the center stage, missing out. Both of them are whiffing a little bit, miss grab of both ends. Another one, actually, as BBatts playing back. Yes, I like this. And enforcing out these awkward burst options. Great tech by Wisp. Staying alive, but missing that one, and that might just cost you.
Oh, the second missed tech is the one that seals the fate. Like, BBatts starting to stagger in his grabs a little bit more early in the set. It was early in the game. It was a lot of just like immediate, like run after run after run after, like dash attack, dash grab. In that case, a dash attack can still threaten with these arrows off stage. But we saw earlier a difference in a couple scrambles where we would see BBatts go for jab stagger pressure instead. That is a rough start to game number 2, though. Plasma field in the middle of the stage. Like, this is really no fun allowed, especially if you could keep Fleet in it for a long period of time. Catching the floaty in mid-air, no jump. Has float still, doesn't need to use it, though.
Yeah, there's a 45 blue opacity PNG behind you. That's saying, you can't throw anything there. It will not be a fun time. And Clairen taking full advantage of it. And tried to sneak in the hit. I like that. And following through, expecting a little bit of platform gameplay, but no, decides to eject himself out. So BBatts continuing the pressure on though, and these straight hits are connecting for a big amount of damage, but the neutral get up actually lets BBatts get the punish instead. So the pressure is turning up, and BBatts, look at this. Head bopping as one. I don't blame you for how well the pressure is, but you got to keep in mind, you have to be so controlled against Clairen, because Clairen love it when you overextend a little wee too much, but the grab with confidence and as well as going off stage. Look at this back and forth by both of these players as the pressure keeps going up and arrow sinks in. The fair, not all the hits land, and that's going to be a strong, but it's not the tipper. Ooh, wow. It's getting real scary. We just expected the no fun zone to come out. Great platform tech chase. They both miss.
I wanted the tech roll away, and Wisp didn't give it up. Oh, it got the same situation as before, but missed on the down strong yet again. 0 for 2 on those is BBatts, and you really need those to connect for you. Hitfall fair one, off of the back throw, closing down the stock, and thus Wisp holds on to this lead, but for how long can it be as BBatts continues to threaten with this offstage game? It transforms matchups, how effectively you can edge guard. And BBatts right now doesn't have the greatest of hit percentage off stage when it comes to taking down the stock, but that one will certainly do it. But at 150, you're okay with losing that stock here, with wanting to keep the damage slightly in his favor, knowing that he could drop stock so early. No more fun allowed.
Oh, no fun allowed indeed. And Fleet, not too happy about that one. Wants to send those arrows flying, whether it's to get out of disadvantaged state or is continue on with that neutral. Great defense to get away. A surprise side special to get himself out as a burst. And great patience and reactions by Wisp, continuing the pressure on. Hold up. Don't get too antsy. Don't get too aggressive, because BBatts will be there to make sure you pay with your life.
And suddenly, you know, it was because I said something. The hit percentage of BBatts has gone way up when it comes to this offstage game. Going deep for a huge edge guard, finding the tornado to back him up. Nair once. Can't find a second one thanks to the second swing of that up special. And BBatts is threatening stocks as much as possible every time Wisp is offstage. Doing so again, but able to make it back once more. Wisp not too far behind, needs a big tipper. Back air's not gonna do it this time. Uh-oh. This is damage here, Wolf.
Okay, wanted it. And threatening with the up special, missing the grab, so gets grabbed in return. Oh, gets snuffed out on the defense. Arrow being threatened out. The wall jumps there, but I don't think you're making it past there. Wow, actually does, but BBatts is like, cool. I got another try to do it, and tries to get the float with the Nair. Not able to find it at all, and now threatening with it. The no fun zone is not up, so all these arrows are kind of being thrown out there. Surprise down special into the 1-2.
Oh my god, the fact that it connected.
Hero flip. My goodness.
Literally the most surprise down special of all time. Flipping right out of danger and right into a win with a 2-stock fashion.
Oh, crisp and clean. It looks like really competitive at the start, but when BBatts got that momentum running, oh, it's like a freight train. You cannot stop that.
Oh, not in the least. Let's move on to game number 3, though. BBatts on the tournament point. If he's able to win right here, right now. We're going to Tempest Peak, a very solid stage for Clairen. The platform, different platform heights either help you recover or help you combo. And we are both recovering just in the nick of time. So we're going to get to the small platform and the low platform. We're going all around the world, apparently, because Wisp has had enough with BBatts driving the pace of the game.
Oh, yeah. And what a way to start it off by doing a little on there. A little bit of an awkward little moment. Both of them are kind of exchanging hit blow for blow, but one is definitely getting the bigger end of the stick. The Plasma Echo did a fantastic job just kind of continuing it on the pressure, and BBatts stuff lands the arrow, so there we go. But the no fun zone, you can't do that against Clairen.
Any tornado that exists out there is potential for a plasma field to go right up. And finally, Wisp is able to close out that stock. Hello.
I was expecting another swing.
Me too.
How consistent BBatts has been on there. But now it's looking real scary. The parry attempt missing. So Wisp gets away scot-free. What?
Down special's crazy, apparently.
I guess. Or I'm crazy. Plasma Echo utilized to try to recover, but the float pressure gets away, but doesn't get off scot-free, doesn't get hit with the up special, so real good stuff by BBatts covering on there, but all of a sudden, momentum swing, but the aerial clash works out. Excellent utilization of the Plasma Echo, dodging it out there with a nice little sword slash, and has the pressure on down tilt, the whole reliable, as BBatts trying to get out, doesn't get punished on that one, but ooh, a little bit of an awkward angle because it wasn't the tipper. So Wisp respecting out there, both of them exchanging like in a flurry of a dance as they exchange who will get the Wisp punish, and tries to get it out. The no fun zone's back and active, puts you in a tight situation, and borrowed time is what BBatts is on. But at the roll of the dice, something can happen, but unfortunately the hit goes in the awkward direction, and that's going to be a punish.
Man, no matter how many times BBatts tries to line up an edge guard, these side specials are just getting Wisp out of so much danger. Finally, the stock ends up getting taken by BBatts, down a full stock here. Yet we've seen how much he stakes everything on being the better player off stage, finding an edge guard or finding a way back, neutral get-upping through the counter, resetting on the platform with down air. Wind Chime gets an air dodge through, and you look for the punish. One more down air gets stopped. The plasma field. It came in just in the nick of time. It lasted just long enough to guarantee Wisp makes it back to the stage. Yet for how long here, Wolf, as we see a forward strong go out, a ledge grab, and we're not messing it up this time, just taking the down strong where you have it.
Yep. Got it out there. And a little bit of scramble, both of them just kind of trying to get those attacks. And BBatts looking real comfortable after that interaction, and we'll be able to seal it out. So 54, excellent comeback in the works. BBatts quickly adapting to it, but Wisp wants to clean it up, but you just can't overextend too much. The plot armor's there, but a missed counter trying to get out the plasma or the energy field, and that leads into a huge interaction. Great little stuff on there, and chasing him forward with the dash attack, rushing over with all these projectiles. The tech chase, it wasn't fast enough though. Maybe a wave dash would have solidified that one, but instead, 2 arrows in the back, gets the grab instead, and mixing up the DI as well. I love that. Expecting it out on there, but BBatts, quick on the chase. Has to use it on there. Dodges it out with the side special. Excellent stuff as they both are exchanging it out on the movement side. Not available. Avoids it out. Another Plasma Echo utilized, but the call out on that one. Running over to the right side of the stage. Ubu, it's looking so damn close.
It's so tight here. Oh, the down tilt misses. Instead, we ledge dash on. Looking for the big forward strong. Bennett all on that. And now we're off stage yet again. Down air, whiffing. Trying to anticipate. Finds the air. There's no jump. There's no air dodge. There's no resources. And no more stock left in this tournament, because that is BBatts taking the final one and winning out grand finals in the closest 3-0 game 3 I've ever seen. But it is BBatts locking in first place, just like his seed, to bring us to an end here at Warped 6 Rivals of Aether 2. Congrats to BBatts.
So, first of all, to kind of establish the dominance, BBatts did not drop a game that entire tournament.
He's close, but
it was close. But
close is only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
That's true. Kaboom indeed. I mean, showing it off, got first here, 7th at the coin box, and then 3rd at another one. Was able to do so well, but really great showing what Fleet can do. A little bit of confusion on that character to see how well the Fox can perform, but in the hands of a capable person like BBatts, it looks damn scary. But Wisp, what a loser's run of a lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, what a statement, right? Like, as you were going into BBatts, it's a current resume, right? Like it was top 16 at Riptide. There was a top 8 finish at Wavelength, a top 3 finish at the first coin box for Rivals 2, a top 8 finish at the second one, first place at the FlyQuest event that happened on Thursday. So he's been on a run of really good placements as he slowly starts to commit more to Rivals of Aether 2 as it being his main game. And Wisp went toe-to-toe with him. Didn't take a game, but each one was so close and so back and forth, on top of taking wins and taking names on so many amazing players here, like Solar Beam, like Cheesy Potato, and more. So kudos to Wisp for an absolutely insane run. This entire tournament was a fantastic watch. and I can't wait to watch it all again.
Oh man, what? I think I like Rivals.
Rivals of Ether 2
I think it's a good game.
is a pretty damn good game.
I'm really scared to commit to games, like especially plat fighters, because a lot of them, they've either been things where I'm just like, it's all right, or it just doesn't click with me. But Rivals was like the game finally where I'm just like, oh wow, there's something different and magical about this game. The sheer creativity, the sheer like hype that is able to be generated in just this local, and that's something we both can feel from opposite sides of the country. Not many games can do that, and yet here we are.
There's a different spice. There's a special sauce going on in Rivals of Ether 2. Whatever Studios of Ether put into it is absolutely insane. But that's not the only tournament happening here this weekend. But first, we got to hit you with some ads, including the Collision Series, an esports group engaging in some gaming experiences for diverse communities between events, production, and content creation. You can support the growth of this team and follow all of the social medias, which you can see right down there. That is Collision Series TV, Collision Series on YouTube, TV for Twitch, which is what you're watching right now, and Collision Smash on Twitter.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. And Fusion is one of the main statements, the main weeklies y'all should be watching. I'm often there with the casting. Thank you so much to the Collision team for making this happen. But Fusions are Mondays in New Jersey. Every Monday, they're going to be featuring Rivals. That's going to be coming up soon since the game is fully out. So make sure y'all have no excuses to not attend. You got Smash, you got Rivals, the two main states, and honestly, it's just fantastic stuff with the fantastically stacked bracket as that always comes, always delivers.
If you're looking for more Rivals 2 tournaments, as well as Ultimate Singles, Doubles, and a ladder, Melee Singles, Doubles, and Street Fighter 6, look no further than Afterburner happening in the very first month of 2025. Not to mention Fortland happening later in October 18th through 24th. That's happening this year. So Afterburner next year, Fortland this year, Ultimate Singles, Melee Singles, and Street Fighter 6. Indiana and the Midwest, honestly, popping off when it comes to event and event production lately. The stocks for the Midwest are rising up and up, so you're going to want to check out all of the events happening across the Midwest, notably those two, Afterburner and Fortland, happening in Indiana. Speaking of some Smash Ultimate, that is the other bracket happening here tonight. So we got to hop over to that really quick because the bracket's already started. So let's get you into some matches as soon as possible. I'm Ubel. I'll be seeing y'all a little bit later. Wolf will be staying over there. Wolf will be staying on as we bring on Swiss Rider for some Ultimate Singles action. Stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere. I'll find you.